The metronome though.
Metro don't trust you.
All right, we good?
Yes, sir.
Yo, what's good, everybody? Welcome back to the Talking While Black podcast. Happy New Year, man. I know it's been a minute and we miss y'all, man, but we're back, man. We just had, a lot going on and stuff, man. It's just the holidays. But we're back to give you more entertainment and more what you need. Because I know y'all been missing us and missing y'all. Y'all been missing us in our life, so, man.
You feel me?
But, as usual, I'm here with my co-host, Joe Thomas.
What's goody?
Chuck.
Reporting live from Jared's kitchen, where the magic goes down. This dude then put his feet in this
Spaghetti
shit.
is hot, but the topics are hotter.
Oh, yeah. And
Pineapples.
What it do, baby?
of course, I'm Jared, and we here, man. For real, so... Man, let's get started this topic list, man. It's been a minute, and we about to get right into it, man. Like, for real. So, man, Gunna pushing pleas out here, man. This YSL debacle still going on in court. Everybody out except for Young Thug, even the founder. Shit's crazy. Gunna had to even go to the Instagram because there's been so much, like, talk and speculation that he up here singing like a $2 hoe on during tax time. So...
I've never heard that. What does that sound like?
It's crazy because when everything first hit the fan, I guess the lawyers and Gunna already knew what the visual looks like.
Right.
And they put a post out there. He's not essentially snitching. He just X, Y, and Z. So I'll start searching on TikTok. And I'm just scrolling through TikTok, the typical one too, and I see Charleston White.
Bruh. Why you make this dude relevant?
Right.
Bruh?
So I'm getting to that. He's like, for me, let me backtrack. For me, if you're not about that hood life, this ain't even got nothing to do with you. Like, relax.
Right.
Relax. Your opinion is heard, but not necessarily needed. But Charleston White, he was making some valid points. He was like, in the hood, when did any of that stuff ever matter?
Mm-hmm.
If he get up on the trial, if they ask him to get up on the trial, he gonna have to get up on the trial because he said he's willing to comply.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I did that shit when I was 12. We both snitches. Like, he started going in and started being hilarious. But like you said, when he was talking, I'm like, damn, it makes sense. But at the same time, why does this dude get a platform? Not to make it about Charleston White, but why this man got a platform?
Yeah.
Like, oh, you promoting the wrong things, but bringing it back to Gunna, it's just interesting.
You heard the song, Pushing Please.
But, like I said, he came out with an IG post talking about YSL is the label in the gang or whatever, or he said
YSL the label.
The label. He's not with YSL the gang, but still free thugger. But people still talking about his ass.
In other words, the man was pushing out motherfucking value deals. Get that $5 bag. Go ahead. $5 biggie bag. Get it shaved off.
Who else I need to tell on?
Like always I said, but it's just crazy when people going in on Gunna, but the founder was released too.
Yeah.
Now that is wild.
That is wild.
Hopefully, Thug just told everybody, like, look, I got this. That's what I'm hoping.
I'm the face of this shit.
You feel me? Like, that's what I'm hoping, and everybody just, acted accordingly.
And like I always said too, I always felt like Gunna was never gang affiliated. He was just guilty by association.
My man just wanted to sing.
And talk about the drip, bro.
Right.
Like, for real.
That's on my name.
Evil Mary J. Blige twin. So,
Drip too hard.
So.
Nah, that's not him. Wrong person.
No, that's him.
No, that's him.
Him and Lil
Rose
Baby.
song is.
That's the song.
Oh, okay, cool.
He said jail too hard.
Not jail too hard. Oh,
Bruh.
man.
But yeah. Man,
Might mess around the tail on this game.
It's just crazy to see where this is going to go, how this is going to work, what he's going to say on the stand. If he's,
You think they're going to call him back?
Mm-hmm.
You think they're going to call him back, or you think
new music.
or you think they're going to say that they have enough on Thug to just?
I don't know.
If they call him back,
but like I always say about this,
I hope your security is paid.
Like I always say about this too, real fast. Like his public perception has just been, I guess, have moved a little bit, or just people.
I don't.
Real quick,
That's what
to
I'm
be
gonna say.
honest, That shit don't even matter.
But-
Because in like 3 years, he gonna drop something.
And like I was going to say too, like it's public presented, but like majority of us are taxpayers, and that's most people who comment on this shit like he's a snitch though. But
Right.
like
This
we're
is
all
my-
taxpayers and stuff like that. Like, so what do we even know about snitching?
Right.
Actual
Right.
snitching.
This is my thing. If you in that street life, like you said, man, you know, I guess you ain't snitching.
Right.
But me on the outside, I'm not part of the street life.
Right.
But I'm just saying, did we ever think that Gunna
Was
was a gang member? Or
That's what I
did
just
any
said.
gang activity?
Bruh.
You know what I'm saying? So why would people
Never.
thought that when he got locked up, he was just gonna be like,
Yeah.
I'm taking this on the chin.
Like
no.
he Tay with the K or some shit like that. Tay K or something.
Yeah, like no, he was never.
Yeah.
You know.
Right.
So,
And-
but when it come to music wise, only reason I feel like he'll succeed, I feel like he's not 6ix9ine, is because he makes good music. He doesn't make
Right.
trash music, so he might actually somebody go listen to it.
Right.
I think, but is he gonna have that backing of the rest of the industry? These wannabe gangsters and so-called people that I can't be around you because, and you ain't never did none of that in your life either. Okay, probably not, but
Right.
You know who somebody who
he still
did-
can make money.
You know who somebody who actually did that shit in their life though? 21 Savage. 21 Savage is back.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, because we found out he's a red coat, the British. So,
Isn't it?
he was over there having tea time and crumpets.
Do we
In
know?
it?
He's in it, yeah.
Did we ever?
Proper rundown.
Did anybody ever think that he might have been a spy?
I don't know. I mean, if he was Russian,
I mean,
I'm not really gonna say spy
I just
for
remember
British,
watching the
'cause we
Revo,
too-
that basketball shit on Revo, and people tried to get spicy with 21. And he thought they was playing at first, and he was like, "Oh wait, y'all seriously? Y'all trying to get gangster, nigga? We can get gangster real."
Oh, that was crazy, man. He
Man.
on the bench. He like, I'm not going in because I'm gonna shoot somebody. Like, that no, it's basketball. But okay.
bro, my favorite clip of him, he was
Damn.
like, "Niggas scared to fight. I beat everybody's ass in this bitch." And then, you know that clip he just was like, I throw the hands up to everyone back.
How black people react to that? Everybody be like,
Bruh, but the funniest was when people be like, "That's Batman to the Justice League."
hey, for
And
real.
everybody else, y'all niggas scared to
He's
fight.
Savage.
But anyway,
21 Savage.
So shout out to Savage.
he had a little sabbatical for a year.
You feel me? Then he came out with this shit with Drake, and he was hanging with Drake. Then him and Metro Boomin and a few various other artists came through and made it happen.
Right, heroes versus villains. Hey, he came back. I
I
didn't
didn't want to be
even.
sliding on these tracks.
I just was telling them in the pre-pro. I didn't even think he was missing for a year because I thought Savage Mode 2
No, he was gone for a minute.
was in 2021, but it was 2020 when Morgan Freeman was narrating. I'm like, damn, I didn't even notice that. Maybe because I just kept listening to a lot.
Would
of,
you
like,
not
a lot
take
of
off
stuff.
time if you was with Lotto? Allegedly.
Huh?
Would you not take off time if you was with Lotto?
He was with Lotto?
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Even though he denies it, but
Word of umbrella.
you know how the internet.
Touching business
Right.
with the fellas. Shout
Man,
out
the
to
internet be
fellas.
saying some weird stuff too.
Her name can no longer be Adele
Right, Adele.
after this song.
Right, it got to be Adela. These bullets hot, jalapeno pepper. But my man went off on a couple of these tracks. Shout out to Metro Boomin.
Bullets is no laughing
Not all
matter,
heroes
but how
wear
the
capes.
Shout out to that. Metro Boomin also supposed to be doing the Into the Spider-Verse 2 soundtrack.
True.
Right.
Shout out to that too, because the Spider-Verse 1 soundtrack was actually pretty good
Tough.
too. Tough to say.
Very
too.
tough.
Because just
Very
remember,
tough.
if he
Jersey
does
trouble,
not
guys.
trust you, he's going to tough you. Bruh.
Right.
1017 label, man, they came out, dropped a collab album around last Christmas with that. They flipped the beat to "A Meeting in My Bedroom," that hot ass song. I forgot what it's called. But man, where are they at now? So who we have? We have Pooh Shiesty locked up. And sorry if I'm saying any of these names wrong. K Sade got dropped. Roboy got dropped. Big Scar, rest in peace.
Dang.
Fugiano locked up, and the only one left is Enchanting. So is this a sign of Gucci Man being a bad AR businessman, or just a series of unfortunate events?
Were they passing out 10 to 17?
You said they got 10 to 17.
They're passing out 10 to 17. You did.
I'm gonna be honest. I feel like Joe said. I feel like it's a combination of both.
Yeah.
But only reason I say both because I feel like he literally went for people straight out the hood. Like I just imagine Gucci Mane just riding down the street and random hoods in different states and just hearing somebody freestyling and be like, you know what I'm saying? It just because it seemed like these people was entrenched in the street still.
Yeah,
in the streets or whatever still, and it's like, dude, man. Bro, like
Pooh Shiesty was just like he was making deals and
like people sit right, and like people sit right, and like my man is doing stuff, driving in a $500,000 car, bro.
Or something like deal, and it wasn't even like a drug deal; it was just a shoe deal to get some shoes or something like that.
And you out here doing moves and you just got signed. The same dude with that motherfucking.
Bro, just pay the money.
Right. Lot of shoes.
Like the one dude we was talking about, Highboy West, this dude signed for.
Yeah,
I'm not even going to put his business out there what he signed for. Because I'm about to tell you why. And this was like one of the first ones that got knocked. He signed for.
He was one of his first
out there
artists.
for an undisclosed amount of money. Blew through that bitch doing young shit. And next thing you know, this motherfucker out here taking motherfuckers to the top, robbing them. Like, bruh, he was the first one to get knocked.
So I think it's a combination of both, man. But at the end of the day, but what do we expect though? When we talk about athletes that's young,
that's true too.
That has stayed in school and did they book supposedly did they book work, all that stuff. Got a head on their shoulders, and they get $1 million at 18, coming straight to the league, and they don't know how to handle it. How we expect somebody just from the gutter or from you know what I'm saying from the hood broke, then somebody give me all this money to.
That's where it's supposed to be stepped in, especially technically 18 is the legal adult age, but it's not. You know
so do you think that's why? Okay, on the athlete side, do you think that's why it's working out? When I put that, you at least had to go to college for 1 year first, so you can at least have some sort of mentorship. Even though we know why they put that in place, because Rich Paul and shit, too powerful. But I think that's good for that case too, to at least have them have some type of mentorship in college or some shit like that. I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're right though, because like I mean, maybe he just signed too many people that's like just still too deep in the trenches and just like
just enough is like this. I mean, it's a saying, and it's like never sign with a record label where the rapper is the motherfucker.
Yeah, never sign with another artist.
Never sign with another artist.
I mean, but
it worked out for some people, but
also too like Gucci's track record. Gucci's track record with like minimal. Trying to like cultivate artists and stuff like that too doesn't look good too.
Well, I mean, I will say what I can say is he has an eye for talent.
That's true. He definitely has an eye, but I'm saying like cultivating.
Yeah.
I feel like the only one that's actually in that artist sign another artist that did it successfully is J. Cole. Mm-hmm. Not necessarily very successful, but who did that sign other artists successfully. Mm-hmm. Like P. Diddy.
Bro, we know that's like how not to. How not to. Ross. Or like if you want to take advantage of your artist.
Ross.
Ross.
Yeah.
Kanye West.
Even Jay.
Even Jay-Z, because I mean, as you can see, Rockefeller, I mean.
Even rumors, was you the one talking about Rock Nation? They were saying stuff about Rock Nation. Somebody was telling me about Rock Nation. Me. Oh yeah, that was you. How they just doing like
that shit was crazy.
Rock Nation and then Rock Nation.
A lot of people under that label too.
They only on they on the management side now, and then management. I'm talking about they really on sports management. Mm-hmm. Like, hey, make good what you make. We just give us 20%. That's it. That's what they really on.
So, it's crazy. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I hope is a rebrand. He do a rebrand of the label or something like that. But did he lose money on it? I don't know. Is it a tax break for him? Possibly, or he actually got money for it? Possibly. Still, he ran off with the 50K.
Dragon Ball Z.
So
17.
But man, our man Kanye, he been missing. Haven't heard Pete from him.
Here I am.
Since he was saying all that Nazi, Jewish, anti-Semitic rhetoric.
He's like, here I am.
Y'all
Good
morning.
What
shirt?
Right. The president shirt, 2020 or 2020 something. Kind of looked like the swastika.
Yeah, I saw that. Bruh. But anyways, apparently, like, he's been missing. There was a whole slew of rumors that he was kidnapped or something like that. But now, apparently, he's married to one of the designers who made Yeezy.
Let's just keep it real.
Like,
It was all staged.
Yeezys?
The van and everybody, that was his secret laboratory where he was making his Yeezys at. They snatched him up in the van.
not snatched him up yet.
Yeah, snatched him up in the creep van and just...
All right. Quick, where do you think Kanye at, Joe?
Where do I think he's at?
Yeah.
What is this word in the world? Is Carmen saying?
Yeah, basically.
Where in the world is Kanye West?
Where's Waldo?
I'm going with deep in his secret basement in Wyoming.
Okay.
That case status.
John, what do you think?
Area 51.
Chuck?
I say the same thing. He's somewhere in some shelter in that land, massive land he got, where everybody's there. Everybody there, church
He's
went
in-
underground.
He's in a nuclear bunker.
Right, for real,
That
for
all the
real.
church members signed the NDA.
Bruh,
Like, it's a wrap.
Is Hitler with him?
I don't know.
You know, they said they never found his body.
Oh, we gotta talk about this later though,
He sounds
because I want to
good
go
music.
something else. Because
He sounded good music.
bunkers and
No.
Hitler. Because did you see the ad? Bruh.
Yeah, for what?
Hunters 2,
Hunters, for real.
season 2.
That's what's up.
I'm so happy. Oh man, I mess with Hunters. That's a good show.
I turned on my Fire Stick and just said Hunters 2. I'm like, about goddamn time.
Let's just keep it real. Amazon, you got The Boys, you got Invincibles, and you got Hunters too.
Yeah, for real. I tried watching that one shit, Open Range, but we'll get into that. Kanye West, yeah. So his Yeezy architect is Bianca Censori.
Okay.
So I guess she Italian.
And they moved into a house
It was a private wedding ceremony.
built like a Yeezy.
I'm just thinking like he's just
I'm
just finding love, trying to
That's
find
ugly.
love. Nobody's listening to him. He talking a lot.
House
He
of
has
the
these
Forest.
thoughts.
Shoot,
Nobody's
House of the
listening
Forest.
to him, so he needs somebody to listen to him. More power to you.
She said, listen,
Bianca.
you keep check coming.
All right.
Said that what she said.
What was that accent, bro?
I put AirPods in.
Wow.
Okay. Yo, times like this, wish you had the sound bar.
Right.
He just had that wow.
Noise canceling.
The flavor flavor.
I put in AirPods.
Oh,
What's next, Fred?
shout out to you, Kanye. Man, NFL playoffs are here. So we got what? Who's in the first seed in the AFC? The Kansas City Chiefs.
Yes, sir. They got a bye this week.
Got to buy. NFC is the Philadelphia Eagles.
They got a bye this
They
week.
definitely got to buy this week too. Somehow Jacksonville Jaguars creeped into the.
They always creeping.
That is so
to the
random.
play-
They call them
Bruh,
the
The
If they- bro, we
Jaguars,
not-
bruh.
if they could have crept in, somebody else we all know could have crept in too.
Exactly, and that's how the
Whose colors
scenario
are brown and
be.
orange. But we're gonna talk about that later. We're not gonna get into that right now. We're gonna talk about the rest of the NFL.
I say, bro, they creep in like at the ass end of the motherfucker party, and they taking leftovers to go.
Tampa Bay creeped in and they underneath 500.
Yeah, like another team.
And we saw how garbage they was in person.
You already know how that go.
Mr. Thomas Brady.
Right.
Send this man off for one good one.
Bruh, it's just. And you know the Bengals are in, and you know I'm happy for the Bengals, but I ain't
No, I'm
gonna
not.
lie. I'm happy. Look, it'd be like happy
Good
slash
job for
hater.
Ohio.
I say good job,
It
but
won't
like
be no
low key,
repeat.
I don't want them to win the Super Bowl because I want the first team to bring a Super Bowl back to Ohio.
It won't
Be
be
the
that.
Browns.
But they said that's not really Ohio. They said Kentucky.
It won't be.
it's
no
called
back-to-back.
Cincinnati, and Cincinnati's in Ohio.
I guess.
They're not going no farther than
The
that.
city,
That's not
the
what I
city in
heard.
Kentucky is called something else. Like that's right across the bridge. I forgot what it's called.
Pig
But
knuckle.
Cincinnati's in Ohio.
They can root for
Pig
them,
knuckles.
Whatever.
Joe Burr talking about if you want to be bandwagon fans, he's cool for it. Rest Ohio, be Ohio's team. Like, bruh.
I'm gonna be honest about
Bruh,
it.
that's what I said.
I'm gonna be
Not too
honest.
much.
Yeah, I'm
Not
about to
too
say-
much.
Here.
Not
I'm
too
about to
much,
say.
bruh.
I was about to say. Joe Burrow talk way too much, bro.
Joseph.
Like not too much, bro. Not
He talks way too much.
bruh. We all know who's still Ohio's team.
But-
I didn't even know CJ McCollum was a Brown fan.
Yes, he's from
Yeah,
Canton.
he
or
be
something,
talking about
right?
it all the
Yeah,
time.
all the time.
Bruh, I'm like, oh shit. But I mean, shout out to the dudes who made the playoffs, man. We got the Cowboys in there.
So we got for the games
The Giants.
this week. We got Buffalo versus Miami.
Buffalo.
I said Buffalo getting that.
Buffalo definitely.
You got Bengals versus the Ravens. They only got Lamar Jackson,
Jackson.
so
That's
that's
either
over.
way.
Get
You
your
got the
bread,
Jaguars
let's
and the
go.
Chargers, the most two random teams.
The whole.
I like with.
But the
I was
Chargers
going to
got,
say the Chargers, but they're stupid. Had they seed locked up and they played their best receiver last week and he got a hamstring injury, so
Oh yeah, Hibbert could throw that shit. And that's
I mean, I'm going with Jags too. I can't believe I said that, but
Right.
so then you got Philly with on the NFC with they bye week. You got another random matchup, San Fran, which we all know they good. Somehow they playing with Mr. Irrelevant. And he's balling. That is crazy.
Kyle Shanahan, offensive minded.
And they play the Seahawks, which too had a good year behind Geno Smith.
Bro, they cramped
That nah, you talking about coming back out of nowhere.
Russell Wilson is not even in there.
So, but I think San Fran is going. I think.
Oh yeah. They
Then
had a
you
good
got
run, though,
dude.
so-
The New York Giants are in the playoffs. Like
But-
what?
But hey, it was them.
They played Minnesota.
They-
That's a toss up to me because Minnesota.
Oh,
is,
Minnesota good as
Minnesota is good, but they always in the playoffs they find some kind of way to like not play how they've been.
They got a
playing.
good ass kicker too. He made that
Yeah.
longest
Oh,
field
you
goal.
mean the dude from they used to play for the Browns that we just gave up on?
What's his name?
Greg Joseph.
Damn. He was the one that made the longest field goal.
Yes. Yeah. And then you got Thomas, the senior CEO of the NFL, Brady, versus Dak and the Cowboys.
They crept
and I think they're going to give it to Tampa Bay.
Yeah.
The refs are going to give it to him. That's what you're trying to say. The officials.
Just like X did.
So
So that's my predictions for this week. But me and Jared was talking about it. My predictions for the Super Bowl is going to be, I think Buffalo is finally going to beat Kansas City. AFC Championship. They're going to get in. And I'm going to say San Fran.
San Fran.
San Fran. Ooh, I don't know because they play Philly the next round, though.
What's happened is the Vikings just get there again. That's crazy.
That would be
Wow.
wild. But I'm going to go with...
Nobody expecting the Vikings to
I'm going to go with Philly. I'll say so. It's going to be Philly and Buffalo in the
Yeah, I hope it's Buffalo.
championship, I think.
Yeah, Buffalo deserves it, man, for real. Because like you said, you said it like last year and stuff too. Like they've been in like the same situation like us with the Browns. It's
Mhm.
like just never not enough for some reason, or barely can get into the
Right.
postseason. But the Browns, man, we're not bad. We're just heavily mediocre. And it's a real good league this year. I know we always talk about the NBA, like it's tons of good teams everywhere, but there's a lot of good teams in the NFL too, because there's so many teams where like even out 8-8 and stuff like that.
This is one of the very first years where, because they always say at the beginning of the year, parity is very high in the NFL, meaning that anybody can win. This was probably one of the first years where that really showed through to me, though.
Jacksonville.
Everybody was just like in the same little bunch, other than the very elite teams.
Right. Like, and then like the ones that was just been shitty the whole year. Like everybody knew the Colts was not going to make the playoffs. Everybody knew the Broncos wasn't going to make it.
Yeah, after the first couple games, it was
Bro, like
whoa,
everybody knew.
let's ride.
Broncos, bro. Wasted all that money on Western Wilson.
He'll be all right. I think their coach sucked.
You think it's the coach?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I don't
But,
think
man,
Russ fell off like that.
But the Browns, man, so much talent, and we ended up finding here in our defensive coordinator, Joe Woods, which was expected. Like he came on like that Monday before, it's like that Wednesday before the last game when they always had the press conferences. Like, what do you say? Hope to talk to you guys again next season. Like, bro, you know you out of here. You already knew.
Yes, sure.
But there's been some prospects. We got Brian Flores, who was the head coach down at Dolphins last season. This season, he was the assistant defensive coordinator and linebacker coach. He's probably like the top candidate. And what's his name? Some dude, Jared something from the Patriots. And then Schwartz, too.
Yeah. Schwartz. Schwartz, he is. What was his last job?
I don't remember for real what was Short's last job.
But yeah, so Schwartz, Flores, Desai
Oh, Decide too, yeah.
is the top 3. My top pick would be Flores because he got a track record, and he was a good head coach too. That whole thing that happened with Miami was crazy.
I know who I
They fired him basically because
He wanted to play too.
he didn't want to.
Oh, he's the Titans
he
assistant.
they was trying to tank, and he was like, "No, my job is to win games."
Jim Shorts was
Jim Shorts.
He was the Titans assistant coach, I guess, defensive coordinator. Yeah, he was the Titans assistant. Jim Shorts.
But those are top 3. I'm pulling for Flores,
Yeah, everybody pulling for Flores,
but we'll see.
Because like Joe, you said this last week when we had met up. Like sometimes you need that person to just yell the fuck out of the people. Like if the other leader is just like chill, laid back and stuff.
Right.
You need somebody just to yell the fuck out of people. Have that big personality.
Right.
You know? And that's Flores. He get them together, especially like the defense, because how bad the defense was been this past season. It's just like they need some fire underneath them, lit underneath them. So it should be an interesting postseason. The defensive coordinator position, like everybody's pulling for Flores, for real. Cleveland side, what it looks like. So hopefully we get him. But we
pick a corner.
we interviewing other people and we didn't sign them yet. But maybe also too Flores might also have like other positions because he's a hot commodity.
Yeah.
He might have like other interviews to do and stuff like that, or has to sit on it and think about it.
They ain't about to drop
I
that
really
bag
think
on
this
him.
year gonna be the
Right, that's what I'm about to say.
Like, this is gonna be our make or break year. Like, are we gonna continue with this,
Nonsense or what? Right.
or are we gonna move in a different direction?
Definitely, because I think like because it's also the thing too. Like when we get Flores, since he was a head coach before, fired Stefanski in the middle of the season. Flores is the new head coach.
And I'm gonna be
interim
honest
head
with
coach.
you. Who hires these assistants? Does the coach hire them? Because I was thinking that myself. Like, is Stefanski afraid to hire Flores because of that? Mm-hmm. You know, he would be more than qualified to take over for you.
Yeah.
If you was garbage.
Right. But that's the thing too. Like, so like, do Flores find his own defensive team, or do we have to keep the same defensive team? I know we got the salary cap too. We got the most in the NFL to like how much money we can have. Like,
what do you mean, players?
No.
Or you mean like
Coaching staff.
their coaching staff?
On the defensive side.
What I would think is they would keep the better people if you want to stay here.
Mm-hmm.
Under somebody, I think you would keep your better person. Like your O-line was good. Well, that don't matter, but
yeah, the
defensive wise, I don't even know anybody that we would keep who was
like
really seemed like they did a good job. Which position on our defense seemed like it was coached well? You understand what I'm saying? There is defensive back coaches.
Right.
It's not just Joe Woods by itself.
Right.
You got defensive back, you got linebacker, you got line coaches. So do they all just?
That's what I'm saying.
Will he bring his own people in?
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking. I think the whole defense is going to be a whole, overturn. If it was offensive, I don't think so. You would keep your O-line coach, your running backs coach. Receiver coach is up in the air for me. But you know what I'm saying? But that's what I think they need to do. Besides the defensive coordinators get an offensive coordinator, and he needs to stop calling plays.
Yeah.
That's what I think Stefanski need to do.
That's what everybody's saying.
He needs to focus on whatever else the game, bro. Like,
just focus on that more time management.
Let somebody else call them plays, bro.
Yeah, man. But man, that's enough about the NFL, man. The NBA, man, is almost. I guess we just passed the midpoint in the NBA. Things like that. Our Cavs are looking good.
Man, I can't believe it. Jeez.
Cavs 27-16. We got a game tonight against the Timberwolves. Man,
looking forward to that tonight.
Definitely should be done. They be playing horrible and stuff like that.
They play us tough every time, though, man. It's just certain teams for some reason we cannot.
They ain't got Cat.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And then last time, D-Lo just ended up having a good game.
I'm about to say, it seemed like when he played against us, man,
we just gotta do what we gotta do.
We gotta do what we gotta do. Rubio back.
Oh, facts.
Yeah.
Why are you laughing?
I'm just saying, Rubio.
That's a big piece.
That is. Bruh, really.
We need that spice right about now. It's
You
overdue,
right.
bro.
You right.
It's overdue.
We do that
Perfect
spice.
timing. Perfect
he,
timing.
He gives Garland and Mitchell some rest time.
Much needed
Yes.
rest.
You know, because all
You
of
I'm
them
can
tired of
go get it
I'm tired of
first.
watching Karis LeVert go out there and attempt to dribble.
You act
basketball.
like and that'll be watch his game turn up too. Just because of this motherfucker about to change the game.
Hey, like he
Yeah,
scored.
now he
four,
can worry about
he
slashing
scored
or
4
spotting up.
points last game, but I ain't gonna lie. Fourth quarter, he locked up Damian Lillard. I ain't gonna lie.
Let's just say Rubio and Love get a bromance
I hope
jumping
he
off.
don't
It's
hear
over
that.
with.
Love, he is 1 from 19 from 3 in like the last 3 games.
He need his
Jesus.
bay. He gonna be connected. Watch. He gonna pass.
I
that
think
bitch. He
it's
gonna
that
drink.
thumb still messing with him though. For real, it's definitely that thumb.
Drink milk.
It's definitely that thumb. But the last game against the Portland Trailblazers,
We've been on the West Coast trip, haven't we?
Yeah, it's the West
Oh, I
Coast
know what it
Yep.
is. Somebody called a wife.
Joe always talking about like games our front court do
Somebody
good.
called a wife.
Our back court don't do that well, but this time, like this last game, I feel like our front court and back court did pretty good.
They
did
handle this
alright.
shit. I mean, it
They
ain't gonna be a
alright.
month. We like wait. All we gotta do is get a couple games and lock our position. Truth be told, because All Star right around the corner. Everybody worried about All Star.
All star,
Getting them
get
motherfuckers
some
in.
rest. For
Get some
real.
rest in. Shit. Fuck it.
We was talking about earlier, like what if after the All Star break, they just went on this great ass win streak.
You could.
It could. It could.
But Joe was talking about that means that was all done by the backcourt. Them niggas gonna be tired as hell about playoffs.
Not with Rubio back.
Rubio and Neto been getting some good minutes lately too. He been straight.
Who is that?
You said who was that? I know.
Where did they
Oh, I
find
say
him?
exactly who that is.
That dude
That's
came
it.
Asset.
nowhere. Asset.
I know what you're saying. But shout out to
Joe
Okoro.
Nathan Asset Company.
Okoro been having some good games lately. So we'll see.
Asset.
I know definitely asset. I ain't gonna lie. Like you always say,
Make a couple more threes,
Garland
sir,
and
so we can
Mitchell.
trade you.
they the only ones that's not an asset. You probably say.
Would y'all
Maybe
take?
Mobley.
Would y'all take Jordan Clarkson
Back.
as a low buy,
For Karis?
like in a trade?
Who
Like
we giving up?
Cares. I said that's about to say they're both streaky.
I don't think Clarkson scores.
Yeah, he a little bit
More consistent
more about
than-
that game than Levert. Who am I giving up though?
Cares
Yes.
because who else you giving up? You have an Okoro?
They-
Would you trade Okoro and keep Caris?
You know what we was talking about?
That's lacking a little defense, but sometimes
You know
he be
what we
getting
get back?
sometimes he be getting used.
he do.
He's
That's what I'm
supposed to be a
saying.
defensive player,
I
but
think we just need to cultivate Okoro, and then he.
how
might
long
be
we go
back.
cultivate?
I don't know. This
They
this
in win
is
now
year 3.
right now. You know what I
That's
mean?
true.
Like they in win now mode.
But like we cultivate Mobley.
Yeah, that's a second year player though, right?
To this.
Right. Okoro, Mobley way more talented than Drake.
Okoro ain't Mobley.
That's true.
I
This
mean,
is
if
the
he
many
flourishes somewhere
phases.
else, good for him. We just wasn't the people to make that happen. We're not in a position. To
I was
make that
telling-
happen.
Can we get marketing back?
That's what I was telling. That's what I'm about to bring up. If somehow, like, when is marking his contract
We're
up?
giving up either.
No.
Allen or
If
Mobley.
his contract is up, when is his contract up?
Well, first off, we paying Allen big bucks. We're paying Garland big bucks, and we're paying.
We're
Mitchell
probably gonna
big
play
bucks.
Mitchell.
So we're.
Isn't Utah still playing Mitchell right now though?
Our owner is Dan Gilbert.
When we
People
got
go to the
traded, we
luxury
get that
tax.
check. We collect
Yeah,
that,
he never
so-
not did that.
Huh?
We,
I
you
mean-
know, when the trade happens, we collect that check. You feel me? We take
Yeah.
on that
Yeah.
burden.
This is crazy.
So I don't really see us paying marketing.
This is the only way you see us with him in
Is
the
if-
trade,
Or
if
we
it's-
got to give up one of our big because eventually we have to pay Mobley as well.
or then if his market was just like, I just want a ring.
Who? No says no player
Ever.
ever. So when they take pay cuts, it goes
take a
from
pay
like
cut.
220 to like 190.
150.
So it's like he ain't about to say that. If that's the case, he'll go to Milwaukee.
That's true.
He'll go to Brooklyn
Brooklyn,
Nets.
that's
I just want a ring.
Shoot, he need to go to Mavericks.
No,
Marketing and Doncic.
Doncic, yeah.
it's gonna be the great white.
And then that's what
Success
the
story
European.
over there.
Yeah.
Really. That's what they tried to do with him and Porzingis, wasn't it?
Man, Porzingis, they
And
just
it
ain't
didn't work
out.
out. Yeah. For real.
But what's next up?
Update: Donovan Mitchell is questionable tonight. By the way,
For what?
sick.
Damn.
It's cool.
Yeah, I
And guess what? Dylan Windler is out.
Of course, bro. Ending way.
Yeah.
And
It gives our bigs a chance to turn up.
Dude, how is Dylan?
but like
Windler
for the
still in
playoff run though,
So
like
what?
how is Dylan Windler?
I don't want
still
us
in
to
the
see.
league?
I don't want us to see.
He has been hurt since he got drafted. Literally.
I don't want to see the Pacers in the playoffs. I don't know, that matchup
Could be
kind of
Photoshop.
scary to me.
It's not even real.
It could be. It could be a great game.
I don't know.
You know, Myers and Allen essentially the same.
What game?
Us and the Pacers. No, us in Philly though, because we're number 4. They're number 5. It keeps the same way because I don't see us going up or down. So we might see them in the first round.
I told y'all earlier, my 2 scenarios I wouldn't want at 4 and 5 would be, but y'all destroyed me when I said Raptors. That should have been recorded. Y'all just went in.
But I don't think that's going to happen for a series.
Yeah.
But the Raptors or the Nets in the first round is my.
Oh yeah.
Anybody else? Because we know it ain't gonna be Milwaukee or the Celtics because they're gonna take the top 2 seeds, or top 3.
You don't think
we gonna be right there. So
you don't think Brooklyn going to... Well, KD, yeah.
No.
He's not going to stay there?
I think we gonna edge them out, maybe. No, they might. They might get top 3 and we'll be 4. But that's what I'm saying. I don't want none of them
It
to fall to
depends on what they
5.
doing this little stretch right now since KD hurt.
Oh, that's right. He did get hurt.
He hurt.
He's gonna be out at least a month.
Mm-hmm.
So if we can keep on the straight and
Oh,
narrow.
he about to put the cape on.
We'll be on 3.
Is he about to
But
super
we-
Kyrie it
We might
with his
see-
2K shoes
So we
now?
end up
The
being
first game they
Right.
played was against the Celtics, and I think Ben Simmons had 0 points,
Yeah.
13 assists, and 9 rebounds.
Yeah.
I just can't believe.
So that is a...
I'm not gonna
we get
hate on the
3
man
seed.
because he's doing the things that he needed to do to help the team. But how are you not scoring at all? Like, how is that possible?
Because him and the
Off
rim
the
don't
three.
get along.
But that means
You
we'll
are.
be...
It's legal.
He's like
issue.
6'11", isn't
Hold
he?
up. That means
It's legal
we'll be in the
issue.
3 seed, and then we might have to see either
If you don't post somebody
Atlanta
up, bro.
or the Pacers in the first round.
And I'm fine with either one of them.
Yeah. What you guys think about the Western Conference? The standings for that?
Western Conference up in the air, for real. It's looking like the East the better conference this year. Hot take, maybe not so hot, but
I think probably the Nuggets might still be
I'm
number
not a fan
1.
of them. Shout out to Jokic, but I'm not,
Why you not a fan of them, bro?
I don't know.
Just
I'm
not.
just-
This
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
be
put.
honest,
This
I
is
don't
what
know.
I think, and I'm not hating on Jokic at all. I think he's a great player.
So you more for the Grizzlies?
No.
But I think, as we've seen in the playoffs with that team multiple times, when it comes down to it, can he carry them?
Well, Jamal Murray healthy now. Well, I'll say he's healthy, but he's back playing.
Healthy-ish.
He's healthy-ish, but
back
is a
playing.
healthy-ish Jamal Murray still enough
But to
in the
be
playoffs
fair,
to?
Jamal Murray really don't be. He be okay in the regular season. The
He goes
postseason,
in the postseason.
Like, so that's where I'm waiting on to see. Like, if he goes in, then yeah, it is what it is. But I'm looking at the Warriors make a bounce back. I'm looking at Luka. Hopefully he don't run out of gas. Grizzlies definitely right there. It's up in the air. I mean, really, the Pelicans, if you're talking about just talent-wise, they should be the team that makes it.
They might be scary.
You feel me? Like, you got C.J. McCollum, Brandon Ingram, and Zion.
Oh yeah, the Pelicans. Yeah, because Zion hurt now too. Once he gets
Is
back.
he?
Yep.
God.
Mess his foot up, and they're gonna take all the precautions.
The same
So I think
foot?
when we play them the
That's
first
different.
time, when they come here to Cleveland, Zion won't be playing. I don't believe.
Oh.
So that's probably.
But when all three of them, because Ingram ain't playing either. But when all three of them meet on the flow,
They got a good coach too. Who's that coach?
and
Is it Willie?
no, yeah, you're
Yeah.
right. You're right.
We'll agree. Yeah.
They got a good young coach. He remind me of like the Black Brad Stevens or something like that.
Right.
For real.
But I'm excited.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
Well, you
excited.
so Sacramento, bro. How y'all think they gonna do, bro?
Hey man,
First
what's his
round
name?
exit.
Right now, if the
Mike Brown-
playoffs start today, they will be playing Dallas.
First round exit.
Mike Brown
Think
doing
so?
that thing with that team though. He doing his thing with the team.
If the
I feel
playoffs
like he
start
need
right
to
now,
go.
They gotta go against Dallas. Absolutely.
I feel like he need
Luka
to.
gonna cook.
I feel like he need to go. to the
Luka,
Warriors.
who else though?
And Christian Wood.
I think that like
not CJ Hardaway, Tim Hardaway. Tim Hardaway don't be having bad games. For real,
I know.
So we should get him. They say he's probably the same type him and Cares.
No.
Huh?
That's not a needle mover.
I think Tim Hardaway is
better,
slightly better than Cares.
People say he's.
I mean, he'll get buckets.
People say Cares was slightly better. Like we get the same.
I personally think Tim Hardaway is slightly better than Cares, but that's not a needle pusher for me.
Yeah.
Like if we're gonna trade,
Does he play as hard as defense as Cares? No. But I think that could change once he get here. Because look at Donovan Mitchell.
Plays defense. Let me stop. But I feel like that's not a needle pusher though. Like you're essentially trading for the same person, just slightly better. You know, no shade or nothing, but why are we trading for the same person? Let's get a needle pusher. Like I want to move like
a Dellavedova.
Tajiri move with the Raptors when he got Kawhi. Like he just said, "All right, DeRozan, I love you, but this gonna get us a ring," and that's exactly what he did.
Well, speaking of that, there was a rumor out that the Cavs might be trying to trade Mobley for LeBron.
But go back real quick. So you think the NBA don't play defense at all?
No.
Not even the Cavs?
I don't think.
Man.
No. I'm saying no. I don't think no one in the league plays defense.
Man.
Until they get here to Cavs.
No, I just think like.
Because Donovan Mitchell didn't play it at all until.
But he's turning up over here. But I don't think that's Karis LeVert. And I don't think that's a lot of mid-tier players. Mm-hmm. Like if they're like an offensive, go-to person, third, fourth, fifth option, defense is gonna be a second thought.
You right about that. Unless you probably like a
big because most of those players are trying to get a bag, so I want to score the most as I can.
Yeah. That's true. But I say Mike Brown got the Kings Sacramento looking right. I feel like he needed that. I feel like he needed to go to the Warriors to understand how to be a head coach.
Yeah.
Because being a head coach first over here in Cleveland back in like
LeBron was a strong person.
Yeah. And he needed to know how to be.
He was a coach again, wasn't he?
Yep, twice.
He was a coach again. He got fired. Was a coach again. Then, after
where did he coach at the second time?
Here.
Lakers.
Oh yeah.
He went to the Lakers.
Oh, he sure did come back. He did come back.
He came back here.
How you get fired twice?
LeBron came back.
Same team.
LeBron came back.
And then that's when they had that. That was right before LeBron.
That's when they had David.
But they know LeBron was coming back.
Right, but we had David Black.
Yeah, we had David Black, who was horrible too.
He called a timeout when we ain't had no. Blows me. Yeah. But what's next step for it?
So Dellavedova, that's what we need.
Hey, that's what they said. Who Neto reminds the people of?
No.
Delhi.
He don't hit Delhi trays. He would never put himself in the hospital to guard Stephen Curry.
All right, you're right. All right, moving on. Odell Beckham gets a score. All right.
This was ridiculous.
Odell Beckham got escorted off the plane.
Go ahead.
So, the flight crew really wanted Odell Beckham off the plane. Reports of him, he wasn't responding to putting the seatbelt on. Supposedly he came in wearing his underwear, but it's like, how you come on the plane in the underwear, but you just went through security check and stuff like that. And so I'm guessing he was wearing basketball shorts and then he ended up putting pants on because, it gets cool on the plane, But they really wanted him off the plane. This was in Miami. I don't know what airline or anything. So they called security. Security did a check on him. It's like he's wearing pants. He was asleep when they got there. So he probably was in deep sleep. And he said he was at the club last night. So that's why he's probably tired. Wasn't responding, to putting on the seatbelt. And security really didn't want to escort him off. It was just like, he looks fine to us, and he knows where he's at.
Right, it's Odell Beckham. Can we not play this game?
Right. So the flight...
Our department don't need this flack right now.
Mm-hmm. Facts.
Please, just let this man go where he gonna go.
Right.
Don't make us do this.
Right. They said he told the flight crew the pilot wants him off. If y'all agree and talk to the pilot and the pilot wants him off too, then y'all could escort him off. I guess like the flight crew put the concerns to the pilot. The pilot's like, okay, whatever. You want him off, you get him off, and they end up like having to escort him off. But for what?
If I'm not mistaken, on the video, he's going back and forth with another passenger or something.
Yeah, because he kept looking at him. But the passenger was looking at him and making me look. So he ended up talking mess to a passenger.
Whatever happened?
Because
to the people
he might be a fight. Because this is what they do in Miami. Because it might be a fight risk. So when somebody gets escorted off the plane, the whole plane got evacuated first.
So I'm hoping both parties got taken off the plane if this is what the thing is.
Guarantee not.
Probably
right,
not.
but what happened to with people in these positions? What happened to conflict resolution?
Right. He was good. He was peaceful. He was
All
chill.
right,
And I understand. And like I understand. Okay, if the dude knocked out, I understand. Okay, everybody's supposed to put their seatbelt on, man. And I understand you don't want to get sued, but if he's that knocked out, nobody could have just
get a pretty young lady.
nobody could have just buckled that belt. Like y'all say, all right, let's move on, people. Like it's just to me, it's just another example of just making stuff way more than it need to be.
Mm-hmm.
And the way of course, before the video comes out, the way they made it look was like this dude being a douchebag again.
Right.
And it wasn't even really the case.
What's next Friday?
So we have a sexual scandal down in the Tennessee Police Department. 5 officers were fired and 3 others were suspended as the sex scandal rocks this Tennessee Police Department. So basically,
Must have been a little town.
Tennessee sexcapades.
Police brutality.
so these group of police officers was all into. Everything was consensual, having sex with this female officer. I forget her name or whatever, but it was all consensual. And then she would also send them nudes and sexual pics and stuff too. Like it was one big happy
Law and Order, SEX.
co-workers or whatever.
It was consensual.
HR didn't get it found out. People fired, people suspended. Allegedly, the biggest rumor is that they was running trains on her. And she was a freak.
Sex tape on Amazon Prime.
So, if they have a conduct policy, I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. If they have a policy that, prohibits these type of things, whatever. But if that's the case, everybody should be getting fired or suspended, not half and half.
Yeah.
I only got my dick sucked, so I only get suspended.
Right.
That's what
Right. I walked in, they was in the act, and I said,
Like, it feels like two things. It either feels like...
Bro, I didn't.
it wasn't premeditated, right?
I just tripped into that shit.
You know, how did it feel?
Tripped up for something like, I'm getting my dick sucked.
Jones was premeditated.
And now my other
Like,
question is...
I slipped over the fatigues like,
black people
what?
That's what I want to know.
It was wide open. Right.
I think because it was only like 5 officers involved in it. It was like 4 dudes and the 1 girl. And I think the 3 others were probably just knew.
Right, the ones they know about.
Who knew about it and just didn't say anything somehow. But then I was like, if they knew about it and didn't say anything, somebody snitching.
Right.
Hey,
That's what I said. Somebody came up to her and was like, "Hey, I heard."
Somebody hated.
Somebody came up to her and was like, "Oh, I heard," and she was
Officer
like, "Nah."
Princeton.
No, she was right.
Because she wasn't involved in that shit.
They hating hard, like for real. Like you even tell it on the people who knew about this shit and not even in it.
We would have let you. Like, come on.
Cut me in and cut it out.
I'm telling.
Right.
You could have tripped
real.
in some head too. You could have accidentally fell asleep.
I'm telling.
But you bust a move. You bust a move. You scared all the hoes out.
Right.
You could have got in on this team building exercise like all of us, bro.
Man, what's next up, Fred? That shit wild.
Well, and the husband is standing by her.
Oh yeah, and the wife has a husband. The girl who's involved, she has a whole husband. She a freak, bro.
Hey, both of them some freaks.
He's standing by her.
Probably was off himself looking at that shit.
And they was doing this.
Good job, honey.
And okay,
Only fans through the roof.
And of course, okay, they probably was fired because it supposedly happened on and off the clock. So if you're doing that shit on the clock,
I'm just trying to figure
You're supposed
out.
to be saving lives,
Right.
but you getting cream pie.
but how you know it's happening on and off the clock? Them niggas hating.
Yeah.
There's some haters in that police
I
department.
mean, how big is this police department? Like, where are we
There's only
doing
2
these
other
activities? Like,
It's only 10 people.
where are we doing these activities? At?
Evidence.
Like, right, evidence
Coke.
locker jack.
Bruh,
Next to the weed and coke.
Bruh, the evidence.
Downtown.
They own
Hitting
cars.
pick and roll moves like my turn. Here's the rock. Oh.
That's wild. She wild.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Bruh, she definitely got
MVP.
Bruh, I'm the
Hey, that's
conductor on
wild.
the train. I'm the conductor.
Train.
What's next up, Fred?
Whoa, as Dolph would say.
Yeah.
Alright. BMF is back.
Yes, it is.
I saw the first episode. Episode seemed pretty promising. I ain't see the second one yet. It just got released last night. But yeah, I'm excited for it. You know, finally back or whatever. Seemed like it's been a while for like any show, things of that nature.
Yeah.
So
No, the second episode was pretty good. They breaking my heart with this Beach and Terry relationship right now, bro.
Right.
I'm like,
That's gotta go through
it
it.
sucks.
like yeah, y'all brothers. Like
it sucks. But
Right.
other than that, man, they acting their butts off again.
Like y'all can't dap each other up. Like damn.
Yeah, it's like, yeah. But no, it's starting off. It's about to pick up. I ain't gonna spoil it, but
No,
you know, if anybody's seen the first episode, special somebody is
But you know,
coming back for their get back.
because if he doesn't trust you,
In
he's
the
gonna touch you.
rain.
If he don't,
Oh yeah. You can't stop the rain. But the other crack cocaine trinity, the other show, Snowfall.
okay,
So you say Trinity, so what is it? Power, BMF, and Snowfall?
Yeah, the black
Oh, definitely over the
black
last
cocaine
right.
triad.
Trinity. And then even
Triad.
you said like the greatest like crime dramas of all times. I think Snowfall's probably in that too. Between like
The Wire.
The Wire.
Yeah, it's up there.
Can we not just say black? Like, I will put that shit up there with Godfather.
No, I'm saying as far as
Oh,
that,
yeah,
too.
no,
That's what I'm
yeah,
saying
right.
too. I'm saying
Yeah.
Snowfall is.
Absolutely.
Oh, heck
Yeah, I'm
yeah.
just saying outside just the Black Range is like greatest
Oh,
crime.
yeah, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Like, or you say the more modern ones like Breaking Bad, Ozark, and Snowfall.
Ooh, which one the top? No,
Oh,
I'm going Ooh, Ozark.
Ozark.
Did y'all see? Did y'all ever see how?
Y'all forgot about Narcos.
Okay, Narcos was good too. Narcos was good. That's a modern
that
thing.
shit gone.
Because that's why I wouldn't put Wire up there because I said more modern.
But
But I feel like Wire started it all though.
I'm excited for
Wire
the
the OG
Snowfall.
though.
I saw the trailer in pre-pro.
Yeah,
Yes,
Look
that
good.
trailer
Him,
looks.
her,
bodies.
bodies.
That's what it looks like. It's about to
Franklin
happen.
is not playing.
I'm riding with my nigga Frankly though. My
Flat-
nigga
flat out.
Saint. For
Like,
real.
you to put all these people on, and I get it. You wanna do you.
I understand you mad, but we
But
found,
you ain't about to dig me because you wanna do you.
and I found his way out. I still find it all the way to shit. Make y'all shit good
Right,
and
my
stuff.
man was about to be out, bro.
But, like,
He
he's
got
like,
James St. Patrick.
He said, I gave y'all everything y'all need. Like,
Right,
for real.
he had an exit strategy, and everybody.
I
just
tried
said
to
it.
work with you.
Right.
I tried.
Did all the shit y'all wanted me to do.
Do.
And when shit hit the fan, I
Defense.
still ate that shit. And when shit hit the fan, it was because of y'all niggas, not because of me.
And then when I need help and ask for y'all,
Right, everybody goes to
Go
my
go for
man.
me. Like,
I ain't bet.
Bet.
But I'm
Bet.
excited for it.
yeah, I'm definitely excited for it, man. Looks good. February 22nd or February 2nd.
22nd.
Yeah, we in there.
22nd.
We in there. New releases and movies. We saw Megan, me and John. That shit was
I
actually
love
pretty
that
good.
movie.
That shit was pretty good. It wasn't scary. But it was actually entertaining and funny.
Yeah.
For real. And it had a good story. For real. And that's what we always talk about, like, that's scary movies nowadays days are not really scary. That's what you can expect is just like a good story. If it was a good story, I'm in there, you know. And Megan had a good story, you know. But I was just tripping out how she would just bust out on the song and just start singing. It happened a couple of times in the movie. Like, off a dude with machete and just like just start singing like, bruh, the next scene, like, bruh, what is this Disney princess?
The rainbow.
It'd be songs like
It's
that.
so soft though, like sound like Fergie and Jesus.
Bruh.
She ain't playing no Cardi B.
No, you right.
I'm not gonna lie to you, that probably would have made it more cringe.
Yeah.
But it would have been funny though.
It would have been
From
funny,
the
like,
top, make
like
it
the dance.
Hey, bruh.
After she left somebody. That's wet ass pussy.
Really, bro.
Oh man.
Megan was cool though. Especially for it to be a January movie, because January is like notoriously known to be like the month of bad horror movies that get released
Yeah, usually.
and it was actually cool. I feel like they should have made it rated R. PG-13. There was a lot of kills, you know, they couldn't show. and
Yeah,
stuff.
they just show
PG-13,
like
they just cut. They just showed the beginning and just cut. Yeah,
shout out to Fido who took one for the team.
We all saw Smile, right?
yeah.
Bruh.
Smile was tough.
That movie
Small- and
was
And I would say that's one of the creepier modern movies.
Yeah.
Right, because like y'all said earlier, scary movies ain't the same.
Yeah, but Smile, that was different.
Smile a while for
And
me.
Smile had a good
Spoilers.
Smile had a good message though too about trauma, how trauma passes down and stuff.
Absolutely.
Like yeah, about mental illness and trauma, and then like when people come to you for situations, how you should act, or like like how people just distance themselves, like the girl's boyfriend and other family members and stuff. Like the only person who's really like willing to listen
See
was
you
her
later.
ex.
Right.
For real. Even though he was like a little asshole at first, and then we made that joke, and we was the boyfriend. Close the door.
Close the door.
Oh, yeah, day.
This route is closed.
Shit, wow. But my favorite moment when she got into it with her sister, went back in the minivan and started crying and just trying to figure shit out. And there's a silhouette of the sister coming back to the car, and she make it to the car and she knocked on the door and the head just collapsed. It was hilarious. Smile.
He's our happy car.
I wish that in the real beginning, she was just walking past that one dude's patient house room, and he just seen him smile.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
bruh. And then she was like,
He said, "You're gonna die."
50.
I was like, "Everyone's gonna die."
Bruh.
Yeah, shout out to Smile.
Shout out to Smile. One of
Smile
the
a while for
more
me.
different scary movies. That's actually was pretty good. We mess with it.
Smile.
The Last of Us series is coming out.
Starts tomorrow.
Starts
correct?
tomorrow, actually, man.
Nice.
I'm excited.
Definitely excited. The game was pretty good.
Right.
For real. So let's see if they make it like good adaptations. Like, because like there's been some good video game adaptations to movies lately, or like movies or shows. Like we had Sonic, which was straight. Sonic 1 and 2. That was it. I mean, I never saw Welcome to Raccoon City. Resident Evil. I heard it was alright.
It was alright. It was different from the used to do.
Yeah,
I know the Netflix Resident Evil. That shit was trash.
Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah.
I heard people said it was good. I tried to watch it, but clearly
That shit
it must have been
was-
trash because I never finished it.
That shit was
I fell asleep twice.
basura. That shit was dumpster juice. But the Last of Us is looking pretty good, man. Like some of the trailers I'm excited for. I wasn't so sure about the girl who plays Ellie from Game of Thrones because she has a big ass forehead, bro. That shit is huge.
Never start Rihanna.
It's bigger than reality.
Headlight.
Oh my god, he says
Headshot.
bigger than Rihanna.
Headlight.
Headshot.
But what's his name? Pedro Pascal is Joe.
I think that's why it's going to be.
Pretty good. I was skeptical about that casting choice too, it being him. I know he's a
But he
good
usually
actor.
kills. I'm about to say.
No, he's a good actor,
Flex
but
off
I
the
guess
head like good morning.
I guess more of the look or something like that. But hey, he's doing that shit. So, but HBO spent a lot of money on this. They had like a lot of first screenings of the first episode, like everywhere, and they spent.
And I mean, if you think about it, they need to have something filling up a nice void.
they do for House of Dragon because it's not
That
and they spent more money on this than House of Dragon.
right.
That's
Yeah.
crazy. Yeah.
What?
Yes, they spent more money on the last
They
episode.
need that.
A whole
because-
show with dragons?
Yeah.
Yeah, they need that because you think about it, what they really dropped that was some headbanging shit. Like
This. Last of Us. Clearly.
Yeah, before it was
Head
House
banging.
of Dragon.
Ellie.
So,
everything they didn't drop, you didn't even hear nothing about the first season.
well, Showtime. I mean, the
Showtime.
not the show. What's it called?
But the Hard Knocks.
No,
You
the
talking
Laker
about-
show.
Oh,
The-
Oh.
don't even know if a second season got something.
Oh, well, yeah, we don't even know. I thought he did get renewed. He got
I
renewed.
thought it did too, but when you hear anything being released,
Well, we don't know yet because
right?
it might be in limbo because of that new CEO, David
You know what I'm
Zaslav.
saying? Politics.
Magic Johnson cried
Who
enough.
might be.
Right. Me.
What's next up?
I mean, what else y'all been watching?
What I've been watching, shoot, I've been on some anime shit.
I swear this show called. I'm sorry, but this show just really trips me the fuck out. It was called Bee and the Pussycat,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like
Netflix.
Netflix. Yeah, it's like if you fried and you watching this shit, you gonna trip on this shit because it's like
It's like Adventure Time meets Steven Universe.
Mm.
And y'all know, and that shit started off on some cheesy little kid shit, but then as you start diving more into it, Steven Universe Adventure Time, he was like, wait a minute.
Yeah, real.
They speak some, right, it gets real. Like, there's some trauma here. So it's one of them shows.
Right.
Bleach, the 1,000-Year Blood War, that shit been tough.
Mm-hmm.
My Hero Academia, that shit been tough. Baruto, that shit has not been tough.
Have you been
The
keeping up with
softest touch
Abbott
of the
Elementary? I actually been forgetting it, but I
The
saw.
second season dropped already?
Right, yeah, it's been dropping episodes.
Damn, I gotta get back to it.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to that show, that shit's tough.
You know, yeah, they've been dropping it. I haven't seen it since it came back from mid-season break though. After the holiday break,
I saw the Garcia Davis fight.
I ain't see that.
Oh, Davis got in that ass.
I heard he did though.
It'll be on this shit.
He
It probably be
slapped-
coming on tonight.
He hit him so hard, had him hitting the shoulder lane. Then the bell rung. His coaches was like, "No, he ain't good.
Mm-hmm.
He's
He's
not
straight.
getting back up.
He's straight. He got to sit here for a while."
He's ordering Uber Eats.
Did you check clear? All right.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, all right.
I'll take a case
Shit.
of combo.
I've been keeping up. I've been trying to keep up with Yellowstone.
Mexican pizza.
Yes, sir.
You John? You been
No, I have
seeing
to. Matter of fact, I might binge it because I am off 2 more days.
Yeah, I just mad. I just saw a commercial and just kind of
Martin
spoiled it
Luther
for
King
me.
off.
It kind of spoiled it for me. This promo for like their mid-season finale.
Oh yeah.
I'm mad, but also I've been watching Jack Ryan. That's pretty good for real. Prime. Like we said before, I heard Hunter's back. I saw like the ad for
Oh,
it.
so HBO Max just dropped this shit. It's Scooby Doo. Y'all, if y'all know me, y'all know.
I heard
right?
people was dogging that shit though.
The first episode is hilarious.
For real?
Funny
Like
as
it's
fuck.
like it hits you with typical childish
Mm-hmm.
humor. It's MA, so they try. They do the typical break the fourth wall type shit. It's funny. It's hard for me to explain right now because I just saw episode 1 earlier.
It's funny.
It's funny as fuck. Thelma and Shaggy's black. They're using real names. Daphne's a slut. Freddy's hasn't hit he hasn't hit puberty yet, so he's
But
self-conscious
he's
about his
suspect.
body. He looked pretty suspect. Ain't no judgment, but it's hilarious. I'm just waiting for
For
Scooby.
real?
To pull, I'm just waiting for Scooby to pull tight.
For Scooby not in there yet? though?
Not yet.
Oh.
So far, long story short, it's centered around Velma.
Mhm.
Her mama left, and she got trauma issues solving mysteries because that was a thing. And every time she tried to solve a mystery, she get these hallucinations and shit because that trauma was responsible for her and her mama.
Right.
So her and Shaggy trying to hit this judge like who killed this pretty high schooler type shit. You feel me? Everybody think it's Velma. It's hilarious. The show's only 20-some minutes, but it's hilarious.
Oh, Southside hilarious too. We got to finish that.
Yeah.
For real. New season of Southside. HBO Max. Even though I was scared about them.
I'm disappointed with all these apps like Netflix,
Yeah.
HBO Max, Amazon, Hulu, like all
Not
of
to
them.
go
The big
Peacock.
four.
Not to go off
Peacock.
topic.
I didn't have expectations for
Yeah.
Peacock.
I was showing them
I
the
only do that
guys.
shit for wrestling.
I do it for
Disney
Bel
trying to
Air.
make motherfucking
And did the
redo
best man
Dragon
from the
Ball.
Huh?
They're
chapter.
trying to redo Dragon Ball.
Now you were saying that earlier. That's stupid.
You should have seen the
All right,
picture
all
of Goku.
So I got a serious question for y'all. Very serious. Should Netflix restore the Snyderverse?
No,
No, let HBO Max keep that shit.
Rest in peace.
there's too much going on.
Like, Netflix,
Too
like,
much.
shout out to Netflix because as far as the apps, when you think about watching shit on an app,
Mhm.
regardless if it's your favorite app, the first thing you're gonna think of is Netflix.
The first thing I asked when you watching movies or something and saying how good it is, the first thing people ask, is it on Netflix?
Right. Like that's.
McDonald's.
But then again, who was watching Tubi this morning? Dun, dun, dun.
But so Netflix is the creme de la creme. Might not be your favorite, but right now they on a slump right now.
Yeah.
Yes, they are.
But so is HBO Max. So is Amazon Prime.
Bro, HBO Max finally about to raise their prices.
So what?
$15.99, a whole dollar.
Oh. I mean, I was doing the 15 anyway because
Who
I
is
hate
it?
ads.
Me too. HBO Max, $14.99 to $15.99.
I heard Netflix. Did Netflix used to have ads?
They thinking about putting.
But did they
ad.
used to?
They never.
I don't
did.
think so.
Okay,
yeah.
so I know I wasn't tripping. I would lose a lot of respect for Netflix if they do ads because y'all was supposed to be the purest form of May not be the best content occasionally, but Netflix, TV shows, movies, no commercials. You're good.
Good, right.
You're good. Like, this is what you get.
Then, but this is us now.
Bruh, that's why I was mad at Hulu, because Hulu was originally free, and that's why they had ads, and then Hulu Plus was the version you paid for, and then was no ads.
Hulu
and
Plus
now,
TV, yeah.
With the Hulu just
Regular
has
Hulu,
ads.
$8. Hulu no ads,
And it's
$20.
so many.
Hulu Live, $60.
Hulu Live, and then if you do Hulu Live, you get ads though.
But I ended up
Hulu
paying
Live Plus,
It makes no sense to me.
$100.
Trust me, I've been all over.
Like, we got all them subscriptions.
In my journey to find right.
Out of all of them, I'd say, like, I don't even know. Like, at this current moment, I don't even know, because all of them are a little slacking.
Yeah, right now I am watching.
I still turn on HBO Max first. That's
I
what
mean, I'm not a
Yeah.
nostalgic person. though.
I know that's what it said, because like that's what people know is that HBO Max, they know about movies from before 2000s, you know, and stuff.
But
Like
see,
everything
Well, see,
else is kinda
I'm a
modern.
big like cop drama guy, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So Paramount Plus I get Paramount. I watch a
That's
lot of
the
Paramount
least.
Plus.
That's probably the least.
I watch it a lot because they have SWAT, like
They got tons
Chicago
of good
PD.
horror movies though.
No, that's Peacock. SWAT, and yeah, they got. Then they get like certain movies and stuff like that.
Okay.
Paramount got Yellowstone, so I watch that. But
They got Yellowstone in there.
yes, it should be on Paramount
Oh, okay.
Plus, I think.
I mean,
But like other than that, man, like Disney Plus has
I haven't seen.
has
Disney
nothing
Plus.
on it right now.
They got Bad Batch.
Other
That's
than that,
fine.
That's
but,
good,
yeah,
but I
that's
still,
about it right
I know
now.
I haven't seen, but I haven't just like went Disney and just like saw. The last thing I saw on Disney Plus was the first episode of Book of Boba Fett, and I was just like, okay. I haven't
Right.
seen none of their new series since.
That makes sense.
Netflix is okay.
I haven't seen the Buzz Lightyear.
But to me, to find stuff
just
right now on
watched
Netflix,
That shit was actually Buzz
the
Lightyear.
movie,
Yes,
Yeah.
it was good. It was alright.
You feel me?
It wasn't
It
bad.
gets a bad rep in
Yeah.
actuality.
I know it probably did. I know it's
They come-
probably
they
good.
fit a
I had a
lot of
good-
shit
I had a
in
good,
an hour
uh,
40.
We had a good, nice little movie
Like
night.
the first part of the story, you be like, damn. I feel like the movie's about to be over, but it's
Right.
only been 30 minutes.
it fucks me up. His motherfucking jetpack was an ejector seat. The
I can
whole
see
fucking
that.
time. It was an ejector seat.
But that movie gets a bad rep.
Killed it. He
and
was
it was
like-
pretty straight.
Okay, but yeah, like
So D, I mean,
Netflix is just too hard to like you gotta go through and find. You will find some gems on there, but
Yeah.
you gotta find it. Like,
Remember they used to
Wednesday
have
was pretty
a
good. Like Joe,
website
Joe,
where
like
you
I
could just
said,
pull everything
Yep.
and then load it to your InstaKey. They
Mhm.
don't even do that shit no more.
Joe was right though. Like Netflix usually drops something around the holidays, and this time it
Yeah.
was Wednesday, and the Glass Onion, Knives Out, the Glass Onion, they dropped some hot shit, like for real.
Plastic broccoli.
Peacock is hit or miss.
Bel Air.
Peacock-
They
I
did
never
just
had
drop a. They
expectations.
did just drop a movie that I like that we watched last night called Sick.
Okay.
I'm saying
It's supposed to be like a thriller. I call them thrillers. You can't call them scary movies or horror movies. They like thrillers,
yeah,
slasher / thriller.
thrillers.
Previously on
And it's
Peacock.
basically based during COVID time.
Mm-hmm.
And this girl trying to get away for a weekend or something with her friend, this cabin, but these people is crazy trying to kill them, and then the twist on it is like, damn, really?
Peacock. Like
It just
I
make
said,
it.
What's up with everybody in these cabins, man?
I don't
just go to
know.
these cabins where people be twisted. Like
I want to. Man, that's the first thing Tanisha said to me is, we go to a cabin. I'm taking my gun. Why do people not take guns?
Peacock I just used for Bel
I'm
Air.
like, they're not checking your bags, bro.
Bel Air.
Did they
'Cause
come out with a new season?
it's
It'll
coming
be
out
back
soon, next
real
month.
soon. Yeah.
I think next month, and then Best Man to Follow Chapters. That's actually pretty funny.
I'm not gonna lie to you. That was good,
Yeah, that was pretty
and I'm not
funny.
into that kind of stuff, but that was
I'm not-
good.
I mean, I like the Best Man movie.
It was good.
And Best Man Holiday, but like the final
It was
chapters,
good.
it can get a little messy, but it's funny. It's not ratchet,
Y'all
but it's a
can
little
have that
messy.
Terrence Howard is
Terrence Howard's
definitely
cool.
the star
You
of.
talking about Maine?
Yes,
Man.
he's definitely the star.
And then Apple TV Plus,
Dude,
that's
it's
like
hilarious.
hidden gems, you know. But Severance, though, I'm waiting for Severance. Hopefully, he's come back sometimes this year. Like I said, best TV show of last year, for real. I bet we probably could have ranked him, but man, looks like we out for time right now.
Oh wow,
man. So,
that's what's up. That's what's up.
Joe, moral of the story.
Moral of the story: Black lives still matter.
Chuck, moral of the story.
Man, I don't know what the fuck to say. I'm just gonna put it to you like this. Change the narrative, man.
Change the narrative. John, moral of the story?
Moral of the story, I have a serious one and a not so serious one. Neither one of them really that serious, but we back. We about to put our foot on y'all necks.
That's
And the
what's up.
second one is pick your fatigues up off the ground before you made a mistake and fall in somebody's wife.
Moral of the story. Why your coworkers be hating, man? Stop hating, bro.
I mean, just because you wasn't
Just 'cause
invited
you
to
wanna
the
cut
motherfucking
in.
thing, I mean,
Just,
bro.
bro. Just
You
say
just wasn't
want
feeling
it.
the vibe. You
Right.
scared all the hoes off, man.
Yeah, bro. You
Damn.
scaring the hoes, bro.
Black responsibility.